Welcome back, guys, for more PBIC. It is day 2. We had a short break, but now it is all beginning. The fans are in the studio, or in the stadium, rather. The hosts are about to go on. The big introduction is going to happen all very soon. And I am Valdez, with me as Sean. We're going to be bringing you day 2 of PBIC. This is going to be the Women's League, the semifinals of the men's, and the finals of both leagues. And it's going to be a lot of fun.
Sorry. Yeah, but it is and you guys saw on screen how many people were on there, or not on there, in the stadium, and how hyped they were. They were, clapping, using the thunder sticks constantly, and
Yeah.
I wish we could be casting over there to actually feel the hype and feel the excitement.
Yeah.
But what can we do? We have to look at that through the screen. But like you said, we're going to start soon with the Women's League first, and I'm so excited to see female players play point blank because, yeah, we did see so many different teams and so many different regions of the male teams yesterday. So now we could change it up a little bit with female teams, and, the 3 very competitive regions in point blank, representing females and males are coming in. And like I mentioned before, the Brazilian men's team could not make it up to the semifinals. So let's see how the female team of Brazil will perform today in their own league.
Yeah. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I think if I had to make predictions, I love making my predictions, but it looks like we're going to look at this VCR here, guys. So you can go ahead and watch this and enjoy. Welcome back, guys. I hope you enjoyed that VCR. That's pretty much what all the hype is about, right?
Yeah.
The big intro for Point Blank. The hosts are on stage now. Everybody's going crazy. They got their thunder sticks. You guys saw it before. And yeah, I'm just excited to get into this one, Sean. I don't want to wait any longer. I don't want to hear all the intros and all this stuff. I want to get into the Point Blank.
Yeah, we do. And I agree with you. But in the VCR at the end, I love that part where, they introduce each part, like a shotgun, sniper rifle, a regular rifle, SMG, and everything. And then at the end, they gather up into formation and they're walking out. That just makes me want to play this game. That just makes me want to play any FPS games. And, make strategies and play and go out and play even competitively. But like you said, the hosts are on stage, and I wish you could see, the hosts coming out and hyping up the crowd. But you guys already saw the crowd already hyped. They don't need to be hyped anymore. They just need the game to start. They just need the game to beginning. And, I hope that, like I said before, while the audience were entering, the players were already setting up their gears on their computers. So I'm pretty sure there's going to be less delay compared to yesterday. And, I hope that there's less delay. But,
yeah, should be less. I think, usually for these kinds of tournaments too, day one is like, okay, group stage, there are 12 different teams, and everybody's trying to go in and out of the booths, and they had just set up everything, so there are some technical issues, and they don't really know what's going on. But then by the end of the day, they fix it all, and a bunch of the teams are eliminated, and it's a lot more streamlined once you get into day two. So I would expect more action, less downtime, more just getting into it. And yeah, I mean, we'll probably just do just like yesterday, where the hosts come out and then they introduce, and then it goes to the Indonesian casters and us, and then the game just starts right away. Good news, guys, for you viewers who tuned in yesterday. I'm sure you heard a bunch of complaints about music going on and off and being too loud and all this stuff from us, but good news is that it's off now for good. Just the silence is so golden. It's like we can only hear each other. There's no distractions now, and I think there's a possibility that because of that, we won't know, we won't hear the countdown, we won't hear the guns loading or the people getting into the lobby. So we'll have a little bit less of an idea of exactly when it'll start, which means it might be a little bit more abrupt, where we're like, oh, okay, we're going into game right now. But it's going to be better for our cast, our health.
Yeah. It'll definitely be better for our health, but, we can bring you better quality of casting where, our mental strength is, it's not withered down by the rock music that we constantly hear in our headsets like we did yesterday. I asked the producer, and he said that it wasn't going on through the live stream. It was just in our headset, so it was just us going crazy. So, yeah, without the music, I'm pretty sure that we will be able to focus more on casting and, talking to you guys, delivering information to you guys during the game, and, while we're taking a break, taking some time like right now, watching the crowd doing the wave. And I wish you guys could see this, but unfortunately, we're just going to radio cast it for you guys while we watch it on screen. But you guys can't watch it. But yeah, the hosts, like I said before, are hyping up the crowd, and it just seems like they are buying time as well, like we are, while, everything is prepped perfectly for the players to be in their comfort zone. They don't want any difficulties or any complaints from the players saying, oh, I regret, this or that was not up to my, the way that I wanted it. And even the slightest change or slightest discomfort may create a loss for a team. So, they are buying time probably. They are slowly getting into the mood of Point Blank.
Oh, yeah. Everybody's just getting really excited. I think the two hosts are very very good, very qualified at their job. They're going to one side and making everybody do the wave, and then they go to the other side and make everybody do the wave. And, it's pretty cool. We had a look at some of the female teams that we had in the audience. They look happy and ready to go. We saw just, fans young and old. I saw a father that had his son with him, and it's kind of interesting because it's like passing on. Maybe the father doesn't know much about Point Blank, and maybe it's actually the son that's passing it up to his father. But either way, it's cool to see the generations span. And actually, on the stage, we have the teams going up on stage. I think maybe we should get that on camera.
Yeah, I really wish
but
they would show the live stage right now on our feed. But right now we do have, I think, the Brazilian female team and the Indonesian female team. Brazil, their team name is Uncharted Pinkers, and Indonesia we have Evos Galaxy Sares. And they are probably on stage right now to do the coin toss, if I am correct. and they will do the coin toss to choose a side. And unfortunately for the women's league, the 3 maps are in rotation. We will have Luxville first, and then downtown, and then Midtown, and only for the finals will they do the map bans and map selections.
Yeah.
So for our first map, we will have Luxville.
Yeah, so we're going to go into that same rotation as you were talking about, Luxville, downtown, Midtown, and then it's all going to be mixed up. I hope after that it goes Storm Tube, Storm Tube, Storm Tube, and then Storm Tube.
And then
but
Storm
we,
Tube.
we can't have everything that we want, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, as you mentioned before, there will be bans, there will be certain picks, and then the referee's going to pick a map.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
If it does go to Game 3, and yeah, it's going to be pretty cool. We did have the 2 teams up on stage. They did the coin toss, so excuse me. Now they're going to be able to just go into the booths and then get right in the lobby and get it all started. So you guys don't have to wait all too long. We're going to get started in not too much time, maybe 2-3 minutes.
Yeah, that was a quick coin toss. Usually when they do the coin toss, we have the people come up. They're saying stuff. They're introducing. They're interviewing the players. Maybe yesterday. Unfortunately for you guys weren't able to see it on screen. And right now the hosts actually are wearing the sunglasses of the team Anti-Frag, the blue outline sunglasses. And it just seems like this became a trend now, because last year I remember only 1 player from Anti-Frag was wearing that sunglasses. And they're you guys can't see it. You guys can't see it. But right now they are Team Anti-Frag is in the audience, and all of them have the sunglasses on, and they are making it a trend, definitely. And the hosts are finally off the stage, and on our live feed stream on our left, we do have the Indonesian streamer, the casters, on screen, and that just proves that we are almost ready to get into the game.
Yeah. So not much time waiting. From what you saw, who do you think is going to win the female tournament? Predictions here.
All right. It's no bias, just predictions, and it's just my hopes, because I remember last year, Brazilian team could not make it all the way up to the top. They did make it pretty far, but they didn't. They were unable to place first or second. So, and this time around, they were unable to make it into the semifinals as well in the men's team. So I'm just. I guess I'll just root for the Brazilian female team.
Okay.
For them to play well, or even if they can't, place first, or they can't place second. I just hope that they just show us a great game, an exciting game that could be memorable, and make us want to see them next year.
Yeah.
Once again.
I mean, I hope they do well. I think in Indonesia, I'm going to steal your idea from yesterday. I think the Indonesian team is probably going to win. That's like my immediate feeling, just because they look the most ready, but also they're in their hometown. It's very comfortable for them to just go straight from their house right to the stadium, play in front of all the fans. They feel all the energy, and they really are trying their hardest. And so that's my prediction. Of course, I could be totally wrong. Maybe fans of the scene are like, well, actually, the highest ranked team is the Thailand team, but you guys don't know anything. But it's possible.
Yeah.
We'll have to wait and see with the women's league. But it's exciting. I'm curious how the strategies are going to differ. Are they going to play more passively, maybe more aggressively, where they just like run in and try to kill them? Maybe less strategy and more just kind of for fun, or maybe it's even more thought out and a little bit more passive because they want to be as careful as possible. It could be very different. Outside of that, also the men's league is going to be extremely close. I think all of those should go to Game 3. Endeavor versus Raftel later on will be the first one we do, and then Art of Execution versus Ozone. Ozone, the finalist, or rather the champion, not the finalist, from last year. And so I think they're a big favorite. They're going up against that Russian team. And that would be an exciting finals, like the former champion versus one of the Indonesian teams in Indonesia, in Jakarta, with all those fans going nuts. I think that would be really cool.
Yeah, that would be a very exciting finals, but don't root out the Russians. They were performing very well yesterday as well. So if the Russian team is able to beat Ozone, that already just knocks Ozone out of the finals, which means maybe their time has come for them to step down, and the Russian team may go into the finals to face off one of the Indonesian teams. But, you know, like we were talking about, our first men's league game that will be coming up after the two female league teams, the two Indonesian teams probably know each other very well. Like you mentioned before, they're going to probably ban each other's best maps and make them play on their second best map maybe, or even their third best map. And the mind games and the strats that they go with on certain maps, they'll probably know. So they might have to go out of their comfort zone, do something out of the ordinary, and try to surprise their fellow sister team or brother team, whatever you want to call it, and surprise them, surprise attack them. So, you know, usually like in the first round, they'll go rush A or something, and they could probably switch it up and rush B. Or maybe if that's too obvious, play the reverse psychology and pretend they're going B, but, you know, swing back to A. You know, I want to see some of those fun strats, and if that happens, especially with two teams that know each other very well, they will definitely, you know, make mistakes. And that is also a fun part of this offline tournament.
It's all about the mind games as we get into teams that know each other very well. And guys, the wait is over. We're going to be jumping into game number 1 here. It will be Indonesia's Galaxy versus the Uncharted Pinkers from Brazil. So we have started here.
Yes.
Unfortunately, we don't have sound.
Oh, yeah, we don't.
We don't have any sound of the guns, the players, anything. So I think that's what happened in the beginning of day 1. So I hope that gets fixed shortly.
Or if it's just us not getting sound and you guys having sound, that would probably be better than not just having any sound at all for us or for you guys. But, yeah, we're not hearing any fire in the holes today. For us, at least.
I mean, that's a positive. I'd like to, I'd like to take that and say that that's a bit of a positive. But
yeah, but
I hear sound being turned up, but we still can't hear anything. Okay, that's really loud.
All right.
Fire in the hole. It's the you know, it's the beginning of the day problems here, Sean. Where this is some of the loudest noise I've ever heard in my headset.
Yeah.
Looks like they're just getting the sound levels adjusted, and it's at a better.
Yeah, I think it's better now.
No, they actually turned off all the sound. But either way, let's just try to cast this without sound.
Yeah.
I'm sure they'll deal with it. So we do have Galaxy running on in, and oh boy, a couple of kills already.
Couple headshots.
Yeah. Not wasting any time here. But a trade back 2-on-2.
Yeah. It seems like Team Red likes sticking together. They have the 3 players that are left going together, backing each other up. They were cut off right now in the bomb sites. Nate is coming out, jumps down.
Okay, 3-on-1 right now.
Yes.
Looks like Galaxy. Let's just call them Galaxy. I don't want to call them Evos, Galaxy, Sadas every single time. So... yeah, Galaxy is going to be ahead in the beginning here. And just waiting this out on the defense.
And if you notice at the clock, there's only 40 seconds left, and the bomb did get planted. The female teams just seems like, just looking at the first round, they played very passive, very slow, and I don't mind that because they are using up their clock, they're using up their time to play out and to play the mind games of whoever is impatient coming out. But as I was speaking, the headshot is popped and the bomb is being defused.
Trying to stab the bomb, but not going to happen. Yeah, so the first round does go over to Galaxy here. Nice defense so far. Okay. It seems a lot like the way that the Brazilian male team plays, where they wait until a certain time, you know, to see if they can get any frag or grenade kills, to see if they can get any mistakes out of the enemy team, and then they all rush for one certain strategy, you know, down one hallway, and they cover each other, and a strategy like that. So it's kind of cool to see, you know, maybe some strategies being shared between the two teams from Brazil.
30 seconds. And one is naded. Two is naded! Wow! Alright, so the slow passive play is not paying off if you are in the area of the explosion for the nades. Now the blue team is comfortably just waiting for the rest of the 3 players to come in. They do not need to rush out.
Yeah, this is such an easy spot right now for Indonesia. They can just wait it here. It looks like maybe, okay, we're going to have some firefights down here. A couple of kills go over to Brazil. So, okay, make that 3-on-2 or 3-on-1 right now.
Oh, right in the face of bomb has been planted and another headshot. 1v1.
Ooh. Kind of not tracking the third member of the Brazilian team, so they're going to trade it back 1-1. Uncharted Pinkers do pick up a round.
All right. Well, that round, the second round, seemed very positive or advantageous for Galaxy, but unfortunately, you know, they weren't keeping tabs on the last player alive, and they got picked off right before they were about to defuse the bomb. Starting it off with the headshot.
Oh boy.
Oh, nades back and forth.
Grenade kills seem a little bit more common in the female league. And they are going a bit more aggressive after that first round.
Yeah.
So charging into the bomb sites here.
It could be just me, but if you notice, the female players are staggering their nades rather than, you know, where the male players, they just stack it.
Yeah. Definitely seems that way. Okay, 3-on-2, 2-on-2.
Bomb is planted, so they are kind of in a pinch. They want to get rid of the 2 players alive in Uncharted Pinkers.
Nicely done, but that grenade almost, oh, there it is. Kind of delayed. I think she didn't see that one coming.
All right, 1v1. Very low on health. Oh, we got the split screen.
The split screen here in day 2. 2 screens for 2 days.
Yes.
Can he defuse? She defused in time, though.
No, it sounds like she is too
early.
Yeah, she is too early.
She's too early.
2 seconds early.
Yeah. There you go. So nicely done. It looked like that player from Uncharted Pinkers thought that the Indonesian player would go for some kind of tricky strat going up for the second floor, but that was not the case.
Yeah, and maybe she thought that she bought enough time to, you know, go out and maybe challenge Galaxy's last player into a fight, even though if she lost, she might have thought that the bomb would have exploded, but Galaxy had 2 seconds spare time. All right, here we go. Into our 4th round.
Okay, now they're stacking their nades.
Oh, yes.
They've learned.
Oh, one picked off, 2 picked off.
Oh boy!
Wow, a 3-for-2 trade though. It is looking very comfortable for the Pinkers.
That it is, but another kill traded back there. Nice pickup by Clarity. Now Mora going in by herself actually gets headshotted, and now it will be all up to Clarity by herself. 1v2.
1v2 is always possible. So we'll see. She is staying in this bomb site defending.
Bomb has been planted.
All right, bomb is planted.
She needs backup, but oh, she does have backup. Actually, that was the Brazilian team. Okay, poking her head out, but nicely done by the Pinkers. They're just delaying as much as possible.
Oh yeah.
They will wait until the defuse comes down. Here she comes.
Can we see the fight, please? Thank you.
Yeah.
Well. She was just going for the defuse, probably hoping that, you know, the Pinkers thought, oh, faking the defuse, so they're gonna take a little bit more time to come, but unfortunately, they're just gonna peek in through the window and get the headshot. Now it's 2-2, tied up.
Oh, peeking around the corner, going 1v4, still gets the kill, and runs away with her life.
Not taking too much damage.
Yeah. 76 health at the end of it all. Some more grenades going off. No more grenade kills just yet, but
Seems like everybody is getting the hang of where their opponent is throwing their nades, so they are waiting it out and dodging the nade kills. There we go. They really like this basement, Uncharted Pinkers. They've already planted the bomb twice in the basement bomb site.
Feels very similar to what the male team did, DTI, that we saw yesterday. Just getting a look at that hallway. To you.
Remember yesterday when they were on the defense, Lucia was in charge of this corridor.
Yeah.
And he was doing a good job defending it. And right now it seems like Galaxy is doing the same.
Chrono's getting a couple of kills, and Alona also picking up one. Now it is only Selinet is alone. 1v5. Let's see what she can do. Absolutely nothing. Goes down to Ardiv.
Yeah. And it seems like on both sides, there's no player with 0 kills, which means they are all pulling their weight a little bit. Some players just doing a little bit more killing and trying to carry their team, but there is no one pulling them back. Everybody has at least 1 kill. So it is looking more evenly matched up rather than being one-sided.
Oh boy.
Oh!
C5 gets a kill as well as a grenade. Explosives rule Luxville today.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay. Nice little trade 1-for-1. Indonesia gonna pick up another kill, and now it's only Marikina.
Merrick.
Mirekina. Mirek.
But either way, Galaxy takes another win. It is 4-2 now.
Okay, let's go.
Potentially the last round if Galaxy takes this final round. We'll see how Uncharted Pinkers run into this last round.
Yeah, a bit more passive this time around. Looks like they're going to take another angle here.
Yeah. This is finally the other bomb site. Bomb site B if they go to the upstairs one.
Oh, look at this position for Ardiv. She could hear the footsteps from earlier.
Yeah.
Now hears that they've backed off a bit.
Checking behind the directory. Oh, that's a small. Ooh, and the name. Super passive right now. Because Pinkers know that if they give up this round, it is over. And 5-2 scoreline is not easy to come back from. Not impossible, but very hard. So they want to try to take this round away. At least make it 3 rounds.
Wow, this is definitely the most passive round we've had so far.
Yeah.
Round number 7.
A minute and 30 seconds has passed. If I saw it correctly, nobody took any damage. Nobody has any information on, you know, where the opponent is other than sounds. But as I am speaking, nades are thrown. Oh, and the C5 kill.
Yeah. Gets one, so it's okay. Gonna trade back 3 headshots immediately. And it looks like it's 2-on-2 right now.
And we do have one flanker on the blue side.
There it is.
Ooh, all right.
Brazil gonna pick up another round win here.
Yep.
You were right. Looks like this is very close between these 2 teams, the 2 female teams. As you were saying earlier, you know, 3 of the top regions going head-to-head. It makes sense that all the games would be very even today.
I'm pretty sure they didn't pick out just random regions of, you know, random people coming in and saying, just play. It's a females league, and it's going to be one-sided. We don't care. It's not like that. Everybody here that is participating now, today, on the second day, will be all skilled and will be formidable players with a lot of experience.
You see, Ardiv and Alona are the 2 big players tonight, at least in this map. for Galaxy. Whereas on the other side, it looks like Mirek is leading the charge with 7 kills.
But it's more evenly placed out on Uncharted Pinkers regarding kills compared to Galaxy, where 2 players are extremely performing at their top potential right now. Once again, a very passive round. A minute has already passed out of the 3 minutes that we have per round.
Trying to check the corners here with the C5. Just throwing it out, seeing if he can get any damage. But so far, it doesn't look like any Galaxy members are over here by DRN.
Yeah. Alright. Very passive. A minute and 30 seconds left. So the half of the round time has been used up with no deaths.
Yeah, I mean, it's already a minute here. Alona got to pick up the first kill. And finally, it looks like they're making a move towards a different bomb site.
Yeah, bomb site B.
Running on in, but already 2 other members being taken out. 1 headshot goes down, but now there's only 1 member of the Uncharted Pinkers with 13 health.
Wow.
Blue team.
And she is going to go down. So there you go. It was very close, very back and forth, but at the end of the day, looks like Galaxy will get the lead here. 5-3 in rounds in our first half.
And, you know, unfortunately for me, predicting or hoping that Brazilian team would make it up there, it's not over yet. It was just the first half, but maybe your prediction was a little bit closer, seeing that the Indonesian team was able to take the victory for the first half.
Yeah, they look strong. Yeah. They look very strong. I'm curious to see how the Thai team is. You know, maybe we're both wrong and the Thai team just crushes them both.
Yeah.
But I have to say, I felt like I felt some nerves in the beginning, but then as the time went on, the 2 teams looked a lot more comfortable.
Yeah.
And, you know, even Brazil taking a little bit more of a backseat, being even more passive than we saw in the beginning, and seemed to help out. They did take an extra round win. So we'll see if they can come back in this one, and we're going to be jumping back onto Luxville for the second half of the Uncharted Pinkers versus Indonesia's Galaxy.
Very soon.
2, 1, and here we go.
Okay, let's go.
All right, we have started the first round of the second half. It is 5 rounds for Galaxy, 3 rounds for Uncharted Pinkers.
It's always fun to switch up the halves when you don't know much about the teams because you get a good view of, you know, what they like to do on the fence and what the other team likes to do on attack, but then things totally change up when the sides change up.
Yeah. So if Pinkers want to take the victory for this game, they can only they have to win out all of the rounds, whereas Galaxy could still give up to 2 rounds to the Pinkers and take the rest to take the victory. Let's see how they'll play.
Alona and Ardeep were the 2 big players for Galaxy in the first half. Just the kills have been reset, so wanted to keep that up. Oh, Ardeep getting close to a grenade there.
Once again, a very slow-paced game around. Oh, that's coming in yet. Oh, as I was saying that, the C5 gets a kill.
Grenade bouncing off the wall. A little bit unfortunate there, but that was a nice starting kill for the Uncharted Pinkers on defense.
They need all the kills they can get. They need all the rounds. They Uncharted Pinkers could give up 2 rounds. They probably don't want to do that, but they could allow Galaxy to go up to 7 rounds because if Uncharted Pinkers take all 5 rounds, they
Whoa! Just mowing down that corridor gets 3 headshots. See, we're talking about that headshot line. And even through the smoke, she was just like, okay, I hear him coming, I'll spray and pray, and, well, it worked out.
Yep, the prayer was answered. And only 1 member down for Pinkers, and 4 members are alive, and they take the victory making the total round score 5-4.
Nicely done. They're keeping this very close here on Luxville. We'll see if they can get some reads on the defense of Uncharted Pinkers.
This is definitely a different style of defense that the Pinkers are playing compared to Galaxy. And on the Galaxy side, it seems like they are doing a 1-4 split, sending Kronos by herself towards mid, and the rest of the team is sticking together to push out the bomb site. She is probably trying to, grab some attention at mid, shooting her pistol.
Yeah, no doubt. Just trying to drag people away. Oh, the C5. That was pretty close,
Yeah,
but looks like DRN got in position to be safe. Looks like she spotted them, and looks a bunch of damage just came out with that one body shot.
Oh.
There you go. Picks up the kill on the Ardiv.
With the revolver. Right, now one man down. Slowly going in.
They're so close to each other. It looks like
Yeah.
number 3 on the blue team. Okay, you're going to come around the corner, trade headshots. Looking through the window, there's DRN getting another couple of headshots. And down they all go. This is tied up at 5 in terms of rounds.
Yeah. And like I said before, they Galaxy Shades, they were up 5-3, but they have given up 2 rounds in a row in the second half, and they want to start picking up their stuff and get back into the game and not give up any more rounds.
Seemingly, both of these teams are enjoying the benefits of being on defense, just allowing the enemy team to run into them and take advantage of, their aggression and not really knowing exactly where the enemies are. Sometimes can be harder if you're not a very experienced team to get a very well coordinated attack going on.
Uncharted Pinker was able to take 3 rounds when they were on the red side. So Galaxy needs to take at least 3 rounds to keep the game tied up and win 4 rounds to take the victory, but they are unable to take a single round yet.
Grenades being spammed down here in the middle,
Whoa,
and Beyonce, yeah, coming up on top. But Chrono's just going to trade back a couple of kills. Staying alive, the only one with any kills on the side of Galaxy.
They know that they're there. They have the information.
Oh, that was close. Right to the right side.
Trading some fire right now at mid.
Ooh. Nice little headshot up top on the second floor.
Yep.
But Chronos does go down.
Right. It seems like we have a 1v2 right there. Ooh. And finished off, and 3 rounds in a row goes to Uncharted Pinkers on the blue side.
Okay.
They did take 3 rounds when they were on the red side, and that was good enough for them. And now they're up 6-5. Maybe it could be a reverse sweep.
I mean, at this point, it doesn't look like Galaxy is having any success on the attack. And look at this, just trying to run on in. Does lose a couple of their members, now making it 4-3 in favor of Brazil.
Oh. They did a 2-for-1 trade and then into a 1-for-1 trade. And Alona is left alone with 1 HP.
She's player 1 on the red team, and she has 1 health.
And she has 1 kill.
That is true.
Will she be able to do a 1v3 clutch with just 1 HP? We will have to see.
That would be epic.
That would be.
Let's see what kind of strategy she wants to go for here. Right now, it's the super sneaky, slow walking strategy.
It seems seems like she is heading towards the upper floor.
But then switches it up, drops
Okay.
down to A.
Goes back.
Was not spotted.
Yeah.
She's like a ninja through
Yep.
these halls. Looking for the pick onto B.
That blue box in the middle is very popular.
Oh, not
All
looking
right.
there. Gets one.
Runs through. She really is a ninja.
Yeah. True ninja here.
Yeah.
Trying to get that angle. Almost does.
Wow.
You can see the way she's mixing it up.
Oh!
Gets a second kill. Looking for another one, but ooh, Selena does shut her down. But that was close. She did about as well as she could have with
Yeah.
1 health,
With
1v3.
health, yeah. She took down 2 players out of the 3 with just 1 health.
Yeah, really got to hand it to her.
Yeah.
Trying her best. Alona definitely seems to be one of the carries for this Galaxy side.
Well, unfortunately for Galaxy, they have given up 4 rounds in a row in the second half.
Oh, that's a good grenade. Oh, it's just smoke. If only it was real.
Yeah. Well, Galaxy definitely needs to step up their game, win out all of the rounds.
Yeah,
if they
good
wanna
luck.
take the victory, yeah.
It's going to be hard. 5 in a row. Can they do the reverse sweep?
We'll have to see. Well, they only need to win 4 rounds in a row, make it 9-7 to take the win for the game. But giving up 4 rounds already, they may want to just win out the rest if it's possible.
Yeah.
And, you know, they are making it happen. It's 3v2 right now. 3 players down for Uncharted Pinkers.
Bomb has been
Oh,
planted.
DRN getting that clutch kill down to about 10 health. Making it 2-on-2.
They have a good crossfire going on.
1-on-1, but they do
Ooh.
pick up the kill, and finally
Yeah.
we have Galaxy on the board here in the second half.
Okay, let's go.
Yep. Even though Uncharted Pinkers won 4 rounds in a row, it's only 7-6. Not much of a difference. You know, giving Galaxy a lot of room. Well, they already gave up all the room they can, and now they are slowly coming back, trying to take the rounds back to back. See if they will be able to take this round as well.
More slow play.
Yeah.
No, crazy maneuvers. As, a lot is on the line. They want to make it to the end. There is a bunch of money on the line here for the women's championship as well.
We'll have to see. No damage taken yet. A full minute has been passed, and this slow playing out the clock strategy is kind of my style of play when I'm playing FPS games. I don't want to just hastily rush in and hope for the best. Whereas they are trying to gather as much information as possible.
Okay, looks like some movements are being made. 3 members coming over, but good smokes so far, covering the flanks. Just daring Galaxy to run through. You could just spam through that. 1 for 1. Let's see if you can pick up any more kills.
Another
Nicely
one.
done by Ardiv. Very low on health. They pick up another kill. Oh, okay.
Oh, they are trading 1v1 now. A split screen once again.
Oh, there you go.
Kronos versus
Beyonce.
Beyonce.
Beyonce. When in doubt, Beyonce.
Beyonce.
And
We
the
are
game
back
froze.
to us. Yes, we are back to us, but it was that lovely split screen and Kronos about to plant that bomb down.
yeah.
And now we're at a cliffhanger where we don't
And
know
it stopped.
the outcome of that round.
Yeah, it looks like there's a problem with our feed, so
Yeah.
we
Mm-hmm.
don't really know what the problem is.
Yeah. The feed has stopped, but the producer told us that as soon as we get the feedback, we will just, go back into the game. So until then, we do not know what happened.
Oh, we got the feedback.
We got the feedback, so we will probably be going back into the game very soon. And it just seems like I'm not gonna spoil it.
Yeah,
I'll
don't
let you
spoil
guys
it.
see it. Yeah, so
Yeah.
we will be going into the game right now. There we go. You see it on the scoreboard. It is tied up 7-7, which means Galaxy was able to take that round where, we froze up.
Yeah, good work with the bomb. Just delaying enough time to make that possible.
Yeah. And now if Galaxy is able to take one more round, they have secured a tie of this game 1. If not, then Uncharted Pinkers take this round. They will get the game 1. So we'll see what happens this round.
I wonder what happens in the event of a tie.
They will go to the round count.
Yeah. Oh, nicely done. Gonna trade 1 for 1. It was a bit of a forward defensive position by Selena.
Yeah.
Forward down and mill behind the bookcase.
Ooh, a nade kill comes through for Galaxy,
Forcing him forward, though.
but gets punished. If Uncharted Picker wins this round, they will take the victory for this game 1.
Oh, just trying to mow them down. She knows they're all very low. Just gonna push them back and try to come in here and plant already. But DRN, she hears this.
Oh!
Tries to stop it, but
okay.
fails.
They're both at pretty similar health. 59, 32,
Split
not bad.
screen.
Split screen once again. Another one through the crack of the window,
Oh, she got it.
and she got the kill.
Nicely done. So we are not going to have a tie here. That will be the defuse, and it does mean that Uncharted Pinkers
Bomb defused.
is going to win the entire game. Very, very back and forth and close, and 8-7 for the victory, even from behind. After Uncharted Pinkers did start on the attack,
Yeah.
they were able to hold Galaxy to just 2-round wins, and so
Yeah.
they do take it.
But unfortunately for the female league, there won't be too many back and forth rounds. Just 3 teams playing the other 2 teams and deciding with the rounds won, the games won, and just go straight towards through the finals with the 2 teams that have the most wins and the most rounds won.
Yeah. So our next game, guys, is going to be Brazil, the Uncharted Pinkers, the team that did win,
Yeah.
up against Thailand. It will be Vitória Rocky Rose. And
Don't
so,
forget the DMZ in the front.
oh yeah, DMZ Vitória Rocky Rose.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
But
yeah.
anyways, that will be our game 2 coming up after we have that short break that we always have after every single game. So we will be back. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after a short break.